of you may or may not have seen or remembered Bill, but Bill is a redhead. And redheads come with their own set of belief systems, hardwired right from the start. So, you know, sometimes you know that early, and sometimes you know that a little too late. You know, for me, it was a little too late. But I learned, sort of. So Bill was about 3, and we'd recently completed the potty training. So we were off to new adventures, i.e. things called underwear. Mm-hmm. So I bought him a pair of boys' underwear, and he put them on. He was pretty excited, you know, be out of diapers and underwear, pretty big deal, you know. He came and he asked me what all that little striping was on the front of boys' underwear. I'm a smart aleck, you know. Serge, I keep trying to teach Serge that, but he hasn't gotten it yet. And
Serge is entirely too trusting.
He's too trusting, man. I have zipped him so many times. Anyway, so I turned to my 3-year-old son and I said, "Oh, Bill, it's a magic pocket." And he thought that was the most awesome thing, that not only did he get underwear, but it came with a magic pocket. So I thought about it for a few minutes and realized, bad idea. Bad idea. Oh, we hit $400,000. Yippee!
Yeah.
Woo!
You did 3K in the time it took me to get a cookie.
So, anyway, so back to the magic pocket. So I tell him that his underwear is a magic pocket. I think about it for 5 minutes and decide not a good idea.
Did you tell him, like, what kind of magic it did?
Oh, so I sat him down and I said, "Listen, buddy, Mommy lied. It's not a magic pocket. It's just underwear." And he was like, "Oh, but Mom." And I'm like, "No." He said, "Well, what's it really for?" And I said, "You know, I don't really want to talk about it." And he was like, "No, but what's it really for?" So I explained to him that some men, when they went to the bathroom, were able to use that pocket to help themselves not get completely undressed. But that nobody really did it because it really was a bad idea, and you don't need to worry about it, and you should probably never pay attention to it again. And Mommy's sorry. So I thought I was done, right? You know, basics. I was honest. I corrected my error of my not so clear answer. So carried on. So I went to daycare 2 days later, and his daycare staff comes up to me and she says, "We've had a little issue with Bill." And
I feel like that's a phrase that has shown up quite often over the years.
A little issue with Bill, and we feel like maybe you can help us clarify what's exactly happened. And I was like, "Okay, what happened?" So she says, "Well, they were out on the playground, and Bill came up to her and said," her name was Liz. There's lots of Liz's out there, so I don't think I'm actually naming anybody in particular. She said, "Oh, yeah." Bill came up and said, "I'd like to show you my magic pocket." He proceeded to drop his jeans to his ankles, fish his hand through the underwear to relieve the item that was hidden in there, and said, "See? Magic." The worker then asked me, where do I think Bill might have learned that? I knew then that trouble was headed into my future. Now, nobody liked that story, right? Nobody liked that? That's not why that hit the poster one year? Are you sure? You know, those stories are easy when they're true.
So did you have to sit down and have another little chat about?
I did have to have the second chat about how I really, really, really meant it, that the pocket wasn't magic. And that indeed it wasn't a pocket.
Surely if there was some sort of vast conspiracy to conceal the magicness of the pocket, that is just what you would say, though, you know.
I know. And, you know, he always, I think, doubted that I was speaking the truth. I did find at different points various items in that pocket. Quarters. Parts of transformers. some really scary things. I'm sure in his
Nice.
older day he would have kept his D20s in there, but.
Excellent.
And Bill, if
excellent.
you're out there live, once again, I did ask permission to tell this story.
Did he say yes, or did you just ask permission?
I asked permission. I almost always ask permission. Almost always. So that is one of the stories from Desert, but 6 maybe? 5 or 6
Mm.
that I told and got $1,200 in donations after I told it, which was for me very exciting to tell the story and then get paid.
Yeah, I mean, you got probably $2,000 worth of donations while you were telling that story.
Right now?
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my
we're
gosh.
up to 400K now. So
You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome.